EA.
Widih, pemain baru. Terus Stegen. Anjir.
Gracias por su paciencia. Las preguntas comenzarán enseguida. Eso es todo por hoy.
This is it, a can't-miss game and a backdrop to match the special occasion. The fans had this one circled on their calendars long ago, and now it's a matter of who will dominate on the pitch. Big characters on the big stage. What a prospect.
Two proud Madrid clubs founded in 1902 and 1903 respectively. I'm talking about Real and Atletico, and here we are at the Bernabeu, ready for action. I'm Derek Ray, and joining me for commentary is Stuart Robson. A lot to look forward to here, Stuart.
Well, Derek, I love watching both of these teams for different reasons, but that's what makes it so interesting. Let's hope we're not disappointed today.
Let's dissect the Real Madrid side. Thibaut Courtois begins in goal. Virgil van Dijk plays with Antonio Rudiger in central defence. And it's an interesting-looking attacking constellation with three. Lamar! In it goes! Atleti strike first in the derby. A real jolt to the home fans. Not what they were expecting. And the ball moving again. What sort of response will we see from them now? Jude Bellingham. Rodrigo. He continues his run. And Bellingham. He'll be breathing a sigh of relief. Ball one. He's in here. Oh, magnificent reaction. What can Real do from this position? Mbappe. Valverde. Now with Mendy. Can they square the game? Huge block. Marcos Llorente. Oh, what an opportunity. Great movement. Tremendous reflexes, Thibaut Courtois. Corner kick played in. Smuggled away. Llorente. Morata is up there. Struggling to get it away. And a time for calm on the ball. Possession one. Encouraging this from Atletico. And he's broken free. Well, to think he only had the keeper to beat. Couldn't take the opportunity. Molina. Well, nothing productive, really. They're certainly allowing their opponents to come onto them. Mbappe, he's in with a chance. And a goal! The keeper couldn't stop it. Real Madrid on terms.
Well, as you can see from the replay, it's the perfect through ball from Vinny, and there's certainly no doubt about the finish. He really hits it with power and accuracy. Nothing the keeper can do about that.
Marcos Llorente. A chance for him to get in behind, maybe. Well, that's really sound goalkeeping, not letting the opposition have any scraps. Corner to Atletico. Will this help them take the lead? Delivering it. Managed to get it out of there. Morata! Oh, keeper dealt with it. He's driven in the corner. Danger still on. Hermoso. Can he put them in front? Very much run-of-the-mill as saves go. Courtois. Oh, he looks threatening. He just let his opponent glide by. A really vital interception. We're certainly making attacking inroads, Atletico Madrid. But what can they do from this position? Could go ahead. And a goal it is to put them in front again. No less than they deserve.
Well, as we can see here, the pass from Griezmann is absolutely perfect. And then through on goal, he just goes for power and smashes it past the keeper. There's no stopping that. What a great finish.
Mbappe. Here's Valverde. Decent progress with the ball at his feet. But a good piece of defending to bring it to an end. With a chance. And a goal! Another one! Two in quick succession. No wonder they're celebrating.
Well, here's the replay, and just look how quickly they break forward once they win the ball back. And his movement's so clever. Once he gets onto it, there's only one thought in his head. Smash it as hard as possible. What a good goal.
Atletico recovering possession well. Lamar. And the match begins. And let's dissect the Real Madrid side. Thibaut Courtois is the keeper of choice. Virgil van Dijk plays with Antonio Rudiger in central defence. And as for the attack, well, it has a bold look about it with 3 forwards listed from the beginning. Well, that's wonderful attacking play. And it might be. Oh, that was a chance to give them an early advantage.
Well, they should be off to a flyer here, and that was a poor effort. He must hit the target. Well, he knows that was a big chance to take the lead there. They've just got to keep plugging away.
This is the starting lineup for Atletico. Jan Oblak stands between the posts. Stefan Savic starts with Jose Maria Jimenez in the centre.
Big chance here, Derek.
And a goal! The first in this derby, and it falls for Atletico. And that has silenced the majority in here. 1-0 then. Rodrigo might be able to get in behind the defence. And Bellingham. This could be the equaliser. But oh, what an important save. How about that?
Well, at least he hit the target, but he should really beat the keeper from there. They should be level now.
And efficient defending. And making the run to the inside. Huge block. And Bellingham. And quick thinking defensively. Marcos Llorente. Griezmann. Great opportunity. And foiled by Van Dijk. Not a very easy offside decision to make. And the ball back now with Atletico. It's a good-looking Atletico move in the making. Will he find the net? And the keeper really reacted brilliantly.
Well, from that sort of range, it's a great save, I have to say.
Who can he pick out? The clearance wasn't decisive. Jimenez. Llorente. Can he put it away? Well, what a stop it was.
Well, I have to say, that's a magnificent save. That's a top-class piece of goalkeeping.
And over comes the corner. Good piece of defending. Lamar. And return to Griezmann. And it's at the moment for Morata. Oh, tremendous reflex action there from the keeper.
Well, he didn't have long to react, did he? But that's a top-class save, I have to say.
Playing it in. And cleared away. Savic. Thomas Lemar. Llorente. Kylian Mbappe. Walker. Take it away. A real opening now. Can he find the net? Oh, how about that for a chip? Savour it. Pure brilliance.
Well, here's the replay. Watch how he goes past his man with such ease, and it's just a change of pace. And then the finish is really good. He just dinks it over the keeper. That's an excellent goal.
And the game begins. And let's dissect the Real Madrid side. Thibaut Courtois is the keeper of choice. Virgil van Dijk plays with Antonio Rudiger in central defence. And it's an interesting looking attacking constellation with 3 forwards listed from the start. And here are the starters for Atletico. Jan Oblak stands between the posts. Stefan Savic starts with Jose Maria Jimenez in the centre of defence. Thomas Lemar starts alongside Marcos Llorente in the centre of the park. And up front, Antoine Griezmann
Derek,
starts.
what a chance this is.
In it goes! Real Madrid take the lead in the derby. And just look at the fans, utterly delighted.
Well, as you can see here, a lot of credit has to go to Walker. He picks out exactly the right pass. And from that sort of range, you'd be shocked if Mbappe missed out. He just keeps showing us what a top finisher he is.
Substitution for Real Madrid. One 0 then. Marcos Llorente. Griezmann. Oh, good-looking run. Griezmann! They just couldn't stay in front. And now this match is all square. So underway again here on the back of that leveller. Wirtz. Read it well. Llorente. Chances on. The game has been turned on its head. They have never stopped believing, and now they sense victory.
Well, let's look at this again. And the keeper just lost his bearings there. He was never in the right position. He won't want to see that again.
Using his physical strength to make sure he doesn't lose the ball. Rodrigo. Now with Vinicius Junior. Can he put it away? Frantic action from one end to the other. They weren't ahead for long. And this match is level again.
Well, here's another look, and you can see what a good finish this is. He holds off the defender brilliantly and keeps his composure. That's a great goal. Well, disappointment, anger, frustration, whatever is going through his mind, he needs to get his team going again here.
So underway again at 2-2. Nicely timed tackle. Vinicius Junior. Well, the defenders know they need to get tighter. Can't really allow runs like that. Can he give them the advantage? Really good piece of goalkeeping there. Corner for Real Madrid. De Bruyne firing it over. Well, as a defender, that will sit you down to the ground. Atletico have an awful lot of space here. Can they forge ahead? Well, they would have done had it not been for the keeper.
Well, they should be ahead now. Yes, it was a good save, Derek, but he should score from there.
Who can they pick out? In the corner, far too close to the goalkeeper. Vinicius Junior. Kevin De Bruyne. Through ball from De Bruyne. Rodri. And the ball with De Bruyne. And he's making progress. Mbappe. He just needs to keep a cool head. And a goal it is to put them in front again. No less than they deserve.
Well, we won't get tired of watching this because the interplay around the box is wonderful, and there's certainly no doubt about the finish. He really hits it with power and accuracy. Nothing the keeper can do about that.
Action underway once more. Will there be a swift reply from Atletico following this setback? Oh, beating his opponent with ease. Going for the dink, and he's only gone and made it a hat-trick. Absolutely unplayable today. What a performance.
Well, here it is again. He goes past his marker so easily with just a drop of the shoulder, and the finish showed great composure. Just to lift it over the goalkeeper. That's a lovely goal.
Rodri. Mbappe with it. The ball with Rodri. The referee has given the advantage to Real Madrid. Kevin De Bruyne couldn't keep the ball. Well, let's see what they have in store for them on the break. Might be a chance here. They've only gone and grabbed another one. 2 goals in quick succession. Now they have the lead. No wonder they're celebrating. Well, how about this? 4-3. Rodrigo. And a fine tackle. Rodri. Mendy has it. The ball with Rodri. Kevin De Bruyne. Oh, he looks threatening. Can't miss, surely. And a goal! An end-to-end game. And they weren't behind for long.
Well, here's the replay. Watch how he goes past his man with such ease, and it's just a change of pace. And once he gets onto it, he just smashes it past the keeper with great technique. What an emphatic finish that is.
Morata. Could be troublesome. Chance to play it in. To give them the advantage. And there is the goal. He's found the net. Joy unconfined.
Well, here it is again, and you have to say the 1-2 completely opens up the defensive structure, and his movement's so clever. Once he gets onto it, there's only one thought in his head: smash it as hard as possible. What a good goal. Well, he's got to make some changes now, just to get his side back in this game.
And I must say, I'd have to go back quite a few years to remember the last time I covered a game with a scoreline of 5-4. Vinicius Junior. De Bruyne now. It's with Vinicius Junior. Well, a classic example of how to intercept. Really inventive stuff from Real here. Using his body to good effect. Corner kick then to Real. What can they do from this situation?
Well, these fans have had to be patient. Could this be the equaliser?
Put in by De Bruyne. Not too fussy in clearing his lines. Mbappe. Diaz. Rodrigo. Being egged on by the crowd. Electing to shoot. Really top-class goalkeeping from Jan Oblak. Kevin De Bruyne with the corner. Well, still an issue here. Wonderful block. And the first half is in the history books here at the Bernabeu. Well, it's advantage Atletico after the first 45, but this a long way from being settled. And Real's creative tendencies coming to the fore. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius, and playing it back. Frantic action from one end to the other. They weren't ahead for long, and this match is level again.
Well, here's the replay. He's done really well to get his head up and pick somebody out with that cutback. And Mbappe just hits it with such confidence. He strikes it so cleanly. It's a great goal.
Morata. It's with Hermoso. Just trying to keep their opponents on their toes with the passing game. Llorente. The high press was on, and the chance is on. Tremendously strong in the tackle. Having won the ball back, they might be able to profit. Well, I must say, Stuart, Marcos Llorente really excelling out there. He's been great to watch.
Well, his passing has been really inventive, and he's created so many chances for his teammates. He's been the outstanding player on the pitch today, no doubt about that.
Mendy. It's with Vinicius Junior. And De Bruyne in a useful-looking position, but will there be an end product? Lovely tempo to this passing sequence. Oh, breezing past him. De Bruyne. Oh, a tremendous block. And showing good defensive judgment. A lot of internet and newspaper talk about Newcastle United in the last few days.
Oh, he's through on goal here, Derek.
And he's outdone himself. Wonderful save there.
Well, that could have been the moment that Atletico got their noses in front, but they've been thwarted by a brilliant save from the keeper. He really has pulled out all the stops there.
Oh, that's a really good run. Walker. Oh, an incredible clearance. I must say, I didn't see that coming. Rodri. The supporters want to see him have a go. And struggling to get the shot off. Walker. Looking for someone to play it to. De Bruyne. And now Rodri. Vinicius Junior. His fans won't tire of seeing that again. Oblak with a save. It is an Atletico substitution. Delivering it. Still not clear. It was an attack of promise, but they couldn't take advantage of the situation. Lamar. It's with Saul. Well, nothing to split the two sides, but this move looks promising. Can he put them in front? Well, it was a wonderful chance, but the goalkeeper comes through.
Yes, Derek, we have to give credit to the keeper, but surely he should have scored there. That's a big, big chance.
And he's fired over the corner. Atletico with the ball once more. Hermoso. Llorente. Opportunity to take the lead. And a decent save. Full credit. Well, another wonderful save to add to his portfolio.
Well, you can't argue with those stats, can you? They've had good chances at both ends. The game is being played with great intensity, and it's been a pleasure to watch.
Just the challenge that was required. Lino. Oh, that's a super ball over the top. Can he put it away? Using all his defensive acumen to cut it out. More exciting La Liga action coming up for you here on EA TV. It's Real Madrid facing Getafe. Good through ball. Mbappe, he's in with a chance. And that's the hat-trick! Tearing apart this defence time and again. They simply can't handle it.
Well, just look at the defending here. The keeper is left totally exposed. It's an easy goal in the end, but well taken.
What a big moment in the dying embers. Will it prove decisive here? Samuel Lino. Atletico Madrid know they're not going to get too many more chances. Time is a factor. Vigorous defending. Griezmann! And a goal! The equaliser for Atletico. A massive moment in the derby. And it's level again here. Both sets of fans being put through something of an emotional mangle. Diaz. Well, he's certainly not alone. At this late stage, Real Madrid doing everything. Now, was that the denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity? And it was always going to be crystal clear for the referee in terms of the decision.
Well, he had to make a tackle, didn't he? Unfortunately, it wasn't a good one. Well, Simeone can moan all he likes. That's a definite red card.
It's a fierce effort. Oh, a glorious save by the keeper. And nothing wrong with that free kick either. And here's a change now for Atletico. And over it comes. And pushed onto the woodwork. Lino. Griezmann. Real chance. Can he find the net? And a goal for Atletico. Is that the moment that will see them claim the bragging rights? William Saliba. That's a good pass. Well, it didn't happen for them in attack.
Well, can Real force the equaliser here? Their fans certainly think so.
The crowd encouraging him to take it on. And a goal! Late derby excitement! Real Madrid have levelled it up!
Well, just look at this again. The speed of counter-attack is so impressive, and that's a top-class finish from Mbappe. He hits that with such control. That's a brilliant goal. Well, they needed that, and so did he. Just look at the manager's relief there.
Well, another equaliser. What a topsy-turvy game this has been. Well, that's it for the 90 minutes, but this is not over, and two 15-minute periods of extra time to come.
The last day.
So away they go again, the first period of extra time, and it's legitimate to ask to what extent mental strength will come into this. Looking forward to it. Can they forge ahead? They do! And you've got to say they're good value for the lead.
Well, let's take another look, and wow, how cleanly does he hit that? The keeper was never going to save it. What a good goal that is.
Well, Real Madrid are going to make the change now. Depay. Now Griezmann. Manoeuvring forward is Griezmann. It's a weighted pass. Well, nothing for the players in the middle to work with. Plenty of support here. And in with a real chance. Pulls it back. Element of risk there, but he's won the ball.
Nice.
Can they hit on the break? Defenders need to cover. The fans want to see a shot. Oh, big opportunity. And that's the hat-trick. Tearing apart this defence time and again. They simply can't handle him.
Well, let's take another look at this pass from Mbappe. He has so much vision, and then through on goal and just goes for power and smashes it past the keeper. There's no stopping that. What a great finish.
Correa. Atleti sloppy in possession here. Mbappe. On to Alexander-Arnold. De Bruyne. And he's through here. And a goal to delight the fans. Just what they were hoping for.
Well, as you can see, his movement is really good, which then makes the finish look easy. That's a decent goal, that's for sure. Well, he looks really pleased, doesn't he? His side have been really good today.
Marcos Llorente. He's in behind. Well, he wasn't messing around with the clearance. Not a huge chunk of added time. 1 minute. Well, that's it for the first period of extra time. Let's see what the second has in store. Well, the second period of extra time commences. What drama do we have in store for us?
Anjir.
Griezmann. Oh, big chance. Great moment. Oh, yes, a goal. Exactly what they were looking for, and he's come up with it.
Bisa ngeledek, bisa ngeledek.
Well, here it is again, and I don't expect keepers to save everything at their near post, but I think he should probably do better. He'll be a little bit disappointed with that.
William Saliba. De Bruyne now. Mendy. Well, it's a great advantage to any side when you're as comfortable on the ball as they are. Beautifully weighted ball. De Bruyne. Oh, surely. Rodri. On to De Bruyne. And the keeper's hand does the trick. Depay. Now, can he get on the end of this one? He's in here. Real Madrid coming away with it. Depay. Well, it could be on for him here. Oh, another goal! You just cannot keep them down, and it sets up a furious finish.
Well, as you can see here, Depay does so well to create the chance with his dribble, but in the end, it's far too easy to create the 2v1 against the keeper. What were the defenders trying to do? Nice finish, but poor defensively.
Rodri. Read it superbly to take back possession. In with a chance. Can he convert? Oh, there it is! Atletico have levelled it! A huge moment in the game!
Hai di comeback, anjing.
Well, it has taken a Herculean effort for them to get back to level pegging under these trying circumstances. Well, there is going to be stoppage time, but only the 1 minute. Good ball over the top. A decisive clearance it was. It always had the potential to go the distance, and it has, so a penalty shootout is next. And this will test the mentality of any footballer. Job done from the spot. Can he remain calm? And just like that, he's come up with the save. And there it is, perfectly executed. Directly into the goalkeeper's arms. And he succeeds in finding the bottom corner. Well, the responsibility is on his shoulders. Failure to score, and they lose.
Jangan jadi dijual lah.
And confidently converted. A goal now, and his team will prevail.
Anjay, das.
An expertly taken penalty to catapult them into the next round.
Well, what a good penalty under a lot of pressure there. Excellent technique, you have to say. Well, here it is again. Great composure to send the keeper the wrong way before striking it into the opposite side. That's an excellent penalty.
Epic.
Me gustaría darle las gracias por prestarse hoy a responder estas preguntas. Gracias otra vez.
Tapi gimana ya? Apa tadi namanya? Bart. Bermantap siapa? Alison. Welcome back, Kepa. Senin kita jual. By Beach. Kita negotiation. Oh, dia nggak ada kontrak, bilang dong. PC bagus main dah.
Thank you everyone for coming. Thank you. Can we take your seats and we'll start getting the questions in now. Thank you very much for
Silau.
This is it. A can't-miss game and a backdrop to match what is a special occasion. The fans had this one circled on their calendars long ago, and now it's a matter of who will dominate on the pitch. Top players, big characters on the big stage, a highly exciting prospect. It's Real Madrid, and they take on Barcelona. It's coming up live next on EA TV. Well, it's a city where football is a big part of the local culture. Welcome to the Mestalla here in Valencia. My name's Derek Ray, and delighted to have alongside me, as usual on these occasions, Stuart Robson. And a potentially exciting occasion on the cup front. It's Real Madrid facing Barcelona.
Thanks, Derek, as always. This should be a good game. Great atmosphere inside the stadium. We've got two teams full of quality, some interesting matchups, and
hit with ferocity. It was close, but not quite good enough. And let's dissect the Real Madrid side. Kepa begins in goal. Kyle Walker
Derek,
plays.
big moment this.
And a goal! They start as they mean to continue. They make the opening statement.
Well, let's take another look at the replay. What a through ball this is by Mbappe, and when he gets onto it, he decides to go for power. It's a really emphatic finish, which gives the keeper no chance.
The ball is moving once more. How important will that opening goal prove to be? Lewandowski. Well read to put an end to that attack. Joao Cancelo. Dangerous ball. Oh, disappointing clearance. This could level it. Oh, but the keeper with an important save. How important is that?
Well, he should score from there. That's a wasted opportunity. He should beat the keeper from that sort of distance.
Who can he pick out? The clearance wasn't decisive. The header had just a bit too much height on it.
Well, that was a good bit of play. The cross, the movement and the determination were excellent, but not the end product.
Doing well to win it back. What can they do from here? And Lewandowski running with the ball authoritatively. And let's give credit to the defending. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. Sound piece of defending. Rafinha. Romeo. Promising move from Barcelona. Crossed into the penalty area. Gets his glove on it. Lewandowski. Romeo. And the ruling is offside here. Teammates available. Good looking ball. There could be a chance now. And a goal here. The keeper unable to prevent it. Barcelona are level.
Well, here it is again. It's a wonderfully weighted ball over the top, and the movement is so good that they end up with a 2v1 against the goalkeeper, who was completely exposed. Great play, but poor defending.
Rodrigo. Here's Mbappe. Well, the fans want to see a shot. De Jong. Oriol Romeu. Torres. He's going forward well here. Oh, this looks useful. Can they take the lead here? Terrific save. But he's gone short with it. That's not a bad ball. Oh, good save. Excellent header. Well, another corner following on from the last one. Now sending it in. Couldn't quite hang on. Threat over for now, it seems. Diaz. High quality defending. Lewandowski. Torres. A very timely interception. Walker not given a moment to think about it. Kylian Mbappe. Walker now. Mbappe trying to influence the game from a deeper position. Rodrigo. Well, tremendous block. Marcos Alonso. Oriol Romeu. Here's Rafinha. Torres. Can they nudge in front? And did just enough defensively. Barcelona, in their quest to take the lead, might be helped out by this corner. Delivering it. And the danger's still on. Marcos Alonso. Great defending. Rodri. Rudiger. It's with Vinicius Junior. Could be dangerous. Mbappe. Rodri. It could be for Mbappe. Fine goalkeeping to push that away. So a Real Madrid corner. Who's going to get on the end of it? Good piece of defending. De Bruyne. And following the clearance, it will be a corner. Trying to pick out a teammate. Danger still on. It was an attack of promise, but they couldn't take advantage of the situation. And so the first half story has been written. It is half-time here at the Mestalla. Well, as they get the ball rolling again, interesting to see how the second half pans out. Must take the lead here, and they have. You've got to say, it has been coming.
Well, as you can see, he's a great talent. What a run, what a goal, and what a player he is.
So a personnel change then. Back underway here. What sort of response will that goal elicit from Barca? Torres. It's with Marcos Alonso. Frankie de Jong. An encouraging move from Barca. And there the move ends for now. Rodrigo. Well, Chelsea have been busy in the transfer market, and the contract situation has been ironed out. We could see him in action pretty soon, Stuart.
Well, at around £50 million, I think they've probably paid the right amount for him. He's a wonderfully gifted player who, on his day, will certainly excite the fans.
Just the challenge that was required. Joao Cancelo. Really closing him down here. Pedri. And Torres on the ball. Given away by Barcelona. William Saliba. Mendy has it. Given away by Real Madrid. Romeo. Well, trailing, but this looks promising. De Jong. Oh, really commanding goalkeeping. And a substitution in the offing. And he's fired over the corner. Goalkeeper's ball, it was always going to be that way. Well, more exciting La Liga action coming up for you here on EA TV. It's Real Madrid facing Getafe. Barcelona now in potentially a dangerous position. In with a chance. Will he? Brilliant save. Mbappe. And there it is, a chance. Surely. And it's in! Real Madrid firmly in charge here.
Well, you have to ask, where's the defending? The keeper is completely exposed, but he still had to finish it, and he did it really well. It's a good goal.
They will now make use of their substitutes bench. back underway at 3-1. The more exciting La Liga action coming up for you here on EA TV. It's Barcelona, and they'll be up against Osasuna.
And what a game that will be. Two good teams in a great stadium. I'm really looking forward to that one.
Romeo. Torres. Could pull one back here. And it's in! This game very much back on as a contest.
Well, here's the replay. He does well to find that bit of space in the box, and then he shows a lot of composure to finish it off. That's a good goal.
Well, the action continues, and you sense the momentum may well be with Barca here. Kylian Mbappe. Fine run from Mbappe. Might it be Mbappe? And a goal it is for Real Madrid. They are on a victory course.
Well, here it is again. He goes past his marker so easily with just a drop of the shoulder, and the movement is good, making for a comfortable finish. It's a really great goal.
Superb looking pass, and he's found a bit of daylight. Oh yes, a goal! Exactly what they were looking for, and he's come up with it.
Well, as you can see here, it all starts with a perfectly weighted ball in behind the defenders. And what a powerful finish from Torres. He just makes it look so easy. What a good goal.
Rodrigo. Here's Valverde. Rodrigo. Valverde. Rodrigo. And the upshot of that is offside.
Well, he needed to look elsewhere because the flag was always going to go up.
Time for a change then. 10 minutes to go. And Barcelona showing good width here. And Lewandowski in the thick of things. Well, that's how to do it. It's there for him. What late excitement, and the match is level.
Well, here it is again, and what a perfect cross into the box this is. Just inviting someone to attack it, and Lewandowski wasn't going to miss that. He knows exactly where to be when the ball is played in the box. He's such a great player.
If Real Madrid could come up with a winner at this stage, it could be decisive. Well, a save to be proud of.
Well, he's pulled off a top-class save there at such a vital time as well.
Playing it in. Was it a great clearance? And a goal! At this stage of the game, it might be decisive. And just look at their supporters.
Well, here it is again. It's a well-delivered ball into the box. And then just look at this finish, Derek. He does so well to read the bounce. Often you can send these into row Z, but he makes the perfect contact. Stunning goal, really.
What a big moment in the dying embers. Will it prove decisive here? Joao Felix. Lewandowski now. Barcelona fighting against this overall situation. What can they pull out of the fire? This could square the game. Can they keep it out? Well, they can bring it out now. So 3 minutes of stoppage time it'll be. Bellingham. Well, strong play here.
Masuk.
And he could really get at the opposition. And there is the goal to make it a hat-trick. Excellence in finishing, there for all to see.
Masuk. Masuk.
Well, here you can see what a good goal this is. He hits it so cleanly, and the keeper has no chance. That's a great strike.
And full time, the issue is settled. It's one to put on their honours list.
Well, Derek, they'll be pleased with this. They deserved their win today. They were certainly the better team. It was a good performance.
First piece of silverware, and that is never to be sniffed at as the players applaud the fans who have been backing them today.
Well, they came here to win it, and that's exactly what they've done. And it's another trophy.
Now for the trophy lift. And I've spoken to a number of hardened pros down the years about this, Stuart. They've all said, don't take this for granted. Savour these moments.
Well, you're absolutely right, Derek. This is a lovely moment for everybody at the club, fans included. They've certainly played their part, as you mentioned.
But on this occasion, it's well and truly party time.
A really good victory for them here, and they're going to enjoy this.
Anjay.
Time for just a few questions. Thank you for your time.
Welcome back, Mr. Davis. Anjing duit gua habis goblok. Lupa gua. Sorry guys. Duit gua habis nyetot.
En unos instantes comenzarán las preguntas. Gracias por su paciencia.
Thank you.
Se ha acabado el tiempo. Gracias.
Sabar. Kita kasih main dulu si Davis 1 ronde. Main dulu. Satu ronde ya.
The stadium is buzzing already, and with good cause. Two top sides ready to go at it, and this should be something special on the pitch. We'll have all the action for you next on EA TV. Well, sometimes as a footballer, you have to get used to playing in a downpour. That could be the case this evening. The rain has been lashing down. I'm Derek Ray, your match commentator, and alongside providing all the tactical analysis is Stuart Robson. And on the menu for you today, live action from La Liga EA Sports. It is Getafe taking on Real Madrid.
Thanks, Derek. Well, both managers will be reminding their players of starting the game quickly, hitting the opposition back, playing the ball forward and regaining possession as...
Must be! Was an important piece of defending. And let's dissect the Real Madrid side. Thibaut Courtois is in goal. Virgil van Dijk plays with Antonio Rudiger in central defence. And it's an interesting looking attacking constellation with 3 forwards listed from the start. Rodrigo. Mbappe. Very quick thinking there. Well, Alphonso Davies is a player who can dominate any game, and fascinating to see how
they're in here, Derek.
Oh, it's gone in! A derby goal, the first of the contest, electric!
Well, as you can see, the defending is all over the place. That's far too easy for the attackers. The goalkeeper's got absolutely no chance there.
And the ball moving again. What sort of response will we see from them now? Walker. And Bellingham. Corner for Real Madrid. And played in by Kimmich. And a goal! An end-to-end game, and they weren't behind for long.
Well, here's the replay. It's certainly a well-delivered ball into the area, which makes it a fairly simple finish in the end. It's a really good goal. Well, that picture says it all. His team are back in the game now.
So the ball is rolling again at 1-1. Nemanja Maksimovic. Mayoral. It's there for him. And he's kept it out, fully stretched, somehow reaching it.
Well, the crowd know that set pieces could be their best chance. Just listen to that reaction.
And there's the delivery. Not out of the woods yet. Well, it just petered out. Walker. Federico Valverde. Attacking possibilities for Real. And Bellingham. Bellingham! And there is the goal! He's found the net. Joy unconfined.
Well, as you can see, he hits this with so much power, but just look at the follow-through. So athletic. That's a dynamic strike.
So back underway. Intriguing contest this, given the 2-1 scoreline. Luis Milla. Chance for the leveller. Oh, a smart stop. And over it comes. Well, still an issue here. Electing to cross into the centre. Pretty comfortable piece of defending. Jude Bellingham. Well, they keep passing away. Real find themselves in a position of menace. And playing it back. He takes aim. Mbappe! The pressure was high and they could be in here. Thwarting him. Valverde. And a precise challenge just when it was required. Can they hit on the break? Defenders need to cover. Well, it looked so promising, but it all comes to nothing. Alphonso Davies. Here's Valverde. Rodrigo. And return to Rodrigo. Opportunity here. Spectacular save. Top-class goalkeeping. This is looking threatening. Real chance. Well, that is high-level goalkeeping.
Well, he's just pulled off a great save there. That's goalkeeping of the highest quality, I would say.
And over comes the corner. Well, he would love to have that header back. And easily cut out in the end.
Well, Real have had so much of the ball in the last 15 minutes, and their attacking play has been excellent. Surely only a matter of time before they extend their lead here.
Oh, big chance here. In it goes. That will greatly help their cause. Now they only need to keep concentration levels high.
Well, just look at this. It's a good finish and reward for their pressure. They really have controlled this game.
So back underway at 3-1. Nemanja Maksimovic. Chances on. And he might be through here. And that was goalkeeping right out of the top drawer.
It's absolutely remarkable. His reflexes were brilliant there.
Played over. Massa. The referee has decided that 2 additional minutes are in order. Counter-attacking very much an option. Getting the better of his opponent. And he's through here. It's gone in! And well, he might celebrate on the back of that.
Well, let's see this again. This is counter-attacking football at its very best. And when he gets onto it, he decides to go for power. It's a really emphatic finish, which gives the keeper no chance.
Substitution for Real Madrid. Well, there it is, the half-time whistle, and that's going to be all for the first half here on the outskirts of Madrid. Well, the ball moving again, and Real very much in charge of this one. Is this the moment? Oh, really commanding goalkeeping. Joshua Kimmich with the corner. Well, they couldn't take advantage of the chance. Mendy. And the pass deftly cut out. On to Greenwood. It's with Luis Milla. Massa could be threatening. He just needs to keep a cool head. And the keeper to the rescue.
Well, he takes some beating, that's for sure. It really is a top-class save.
And they will make the change now. So the corner played into the box. Read it well, cleared it well. Nemanja Maksimovic. Well, nothing for them to worry about in the end. Good defending. Well, a plethora of reports this morning in the blogs and tabloids that Manchester City may be getting a very... And the goalkeeper has outdone himself with that save. The corner from Kimmich. Well, it has come to nothing. Kimmich. It should be. Oh, yes! It's gone in! And now a chance for them to revel in the moment.
Well, it's a very simple finish in the end, but his movement was really good. He just found himself a bit of space in the box when it mattered most.
He could really get at the opposition, but nothing comes of it. Kimmich. Able to skip past his man. A goal! That's 2 for him today. They simply can't stop him. No wonder he's celebrating.
Well, here we can see it again. Look at the way he glides past the defender to create space for himself. And Mbappe's movement and penalty box awareness makes that finish look easy. That's a really good goal. Well, that's just what he wanted. He has to be happy with this performance. They've been good today.
"30 minutes left for play. And a goal to tell you about in the Barca match. Alex Scott, who has scored it.
Yes, it's another goal for Barcelona. The goalkeeper has spilled it back into the danger area, and he is there to slot the ball into the back of the net nicely. They're ahead by 2 now, with 61 minutes played.
Thanks as always to Alex Scott. And he takes it on, and the keeper's hand does the trick. But a big match in La Liga to savour shortly on EA TV. It's Getafe, and they'll be up against Osasuna. And Getafe recovering possession well. Well, let's see what they have in store for them on the break. And in with a real chance. Full marks to the keeper.
Well, what a reaction from the goalkeeper. Such a good save in the end.
Well, Real Madrid are going to make the change now. He's driven in the corner. Well, the danger is still there. Omar Alderete. Magnificent challenge to win it back. Well, big news I'm hearing. A penalty has been awarded in one of the other games. Alex Scott with the details.
Yes, it was a penalty for Barcelona, and it was a disastrous penalty. It's gone well over. It remains 2-0 with 70 minutes on the clock.
Thanks as always, Alex. Kimmich. Now with Rodrigo. What an important piece of defending. Well, the counter chance looks very real. Well, it looked so promising, but it all comes to nothing. Just 15 minutes remaining. More football for you to enjoy from La Liga coming up here on EA TV. It's Real Madrid, and they'll be facing Almeria.
Well, Derek, I'm really looking forward to it. Always a great atmosphere in that stadium, and it should be an entertaining match.
Rodrigo. Feeding it through. Is it going to be? In it goes! He's made it a brace for himself. No stopping him, apparently.
Well, as the replay shows us, Vinicius Junior's pass is inch perfect, and once he gets onto it, he just smashes it past the keeper with great technique. What an emphatic finish that is.
Luis Milla. And a good-looking ball. Omar Alderete. It's with Luis Milla. Mayoral, and he's made headway. And there it is, a goal. But will it be purely a consolation at this stage of the proceedings? They haven't been at their best.
Well, as you can see, he gave the keeper no chance there. He looked so confident, didn't he? That's a cool finish.
Mbappe. Making progress is Kylian Mbappe. Oh, the penalty's been given, and it's not what they had in mind. It's falling apart for them. And it has been judged to have been a bookable offence.
Well, I think the referee's got that right all round. It was a penalty and it was a yellow card.
To finish it as a contest. Oh, and it goes! Now he has his hat-trick. A special moment for him.
Well, here it is again. He makes it look so easy. The keeper dives slightly early and he passes it into the other side. Really confident finish.
It's a massive lead, and it's very hard to imagine them losing it now. Kylian Mbappe. And 3 minutes of stoppage time to be added on. And now waiting to pounce. Well, they pulled one back, but perhaps a bit too late in this contest. They haven't been at the races this evening.
Well, here it is again. The through ball is absolutely inch perfect, and there's certainly no doubt about the finish. He really hits it with power and accuracy. Nothing the keeper can do about that.
And if you enjoy high-scoring contests, this has been the game for you. Kylian Mbappe. And snuffed out the danger immediately. And that is the end of the game. It goes into the books as a win for Real Madrid. What did you think of their overall performance?
You're absolutely right, Derek. Their attacking play was excellent, full of energy and pace, and the midfield completely dominated the game. It was a great all-round performance.
Gracias por su tiempo. Le agradezco que haya aceptado contestar a estas preguntas. Gracias por su tiempo.
the man of the moment, in a rich vein of form and number one in the scoring charts. Will he add more today on EA TV? Hello from one of the great venues in world football, the Estadio Santiago Bernabeu in Madrid. My name is Derek Ray, and joining me for commentary is Stuart Robson. And on the menu for you today, live action from La Liga EA Sports. It's Real Madrid, and they take on Almeria.
Well, thanks, Derek. The best coach I played under would always tell us before kick-off.
Is this the moment? And a goal! They start as they mean to continue. They make the opening statement.
Well, here's the goal again, and what a wonderfully weighted pass this is. But you do have to ask questions of the keeper. Could he have done better here? I think so. You can't be beaten at your near post like that.
Action underway once more. A wake-up call for the Real players, maybe. Can they find a response now? Florian Wirtz. Kevin De Bruyne. Vinicius Junior. Opportunity. They just couldn't stay in front. And now this match is all square.
Well, here's the replay. He's got such quick feet, hasn't he? Just look how he goes past his marker to get his shot away. That's a really good goal.
So in business once more, on the back of that very important equaliser. 1-1. Romero. Moving forward effectively. Can he do it to take the lead? Able to get his body in the way. Tremendous intuition to win it back. You can't help feeling when you look at the table that when you're playing dominant football such as they have been, that they're going to lap the field.
Well, there seems to be no stopping them at the moment. They've been by far and away the best team, unless something drastic happens.
Oh, they could put it away, Stuart. A magnificent stop.
Well, it should be a goal, but take nothing away from the keeper. That's a brilliant save.
Kevin De Bruyne with the corner. Well, the danger is still there. Outrageously good piece of defending on the line. And he'll take efforts like that all day long. Suarez. Alex Centelles. Edgar. Lopi. Plenty of forward momentum here, but can they produce? In position, and a goal to re-establish their advantage. Just look at the celebrations.
Well, let's see this again. The vision to play this through ball is superb. And then through on goal, he just goes for power and smashes it past the keeper. There's no stopping that. What a great finish.
So back underway. Intriguing contest this, given the 2-1 scoreline. And a change to the scoreline in the Villarreal game. Alex Scott can fill us in.
Yeah, it's a goal for Villarreal. They've scored the opener here with 19 minutes played.
Many thanks, Alex. Well, a bit wasteful from the merengues. Luis Javier Suarez. Well, he's got past his man. Rodrigo. Opportunity to level it. Oh, there it is! A back and forth sort of match. Now they're level again. The lead lasted merely minutes.
Well, here it is again, and the way they've been playing, that was always going to happen. They've certainly been piling on the pressure here.
And level again here. This has been quite the roller coaster ride. And that's an important intervention. Edgar. And he has options available. Can they forge ahead? They do! And you've got to say they're good value for the lead.
Well, here we can see it again. Look at the way he glides past the defender to create space for himself. And from there, he never looked like missing. That's a lovely goal. Well, all eyes are on the manager. What's he going to do to turn this around?
On with the game then. 3-2. What will happen next? Just getting word through that a goal has gone in the Villarreal game, and Alex Scott is at the ready with the information.
It's a goal for Mallorca. The score's level again now at 1-1 with 29 minutes played.
Thanks. Mbappe! Oh, a moment of pure class! Had to catch it perfectly, and didn't he just?
Well, here it is again. He goes past his marker so easily with just a drop of the shoulder. And from that sort of range, you'd be shocked if Mbappe missed out. He just keeps showing us what a top finisher he is. Well, they needed that, and so did he. Just look at the manager's relief there.
Back underway, and quite the story being written in this one. 3-3. Romero now. Difficult to stop him. To take the lead. There it is. A fantastic goal, and no wonder he's off celebrating.
Well, here's the replay, and you see it was a good finish. But the keeper at his near post has to do a lot better. He's got to have that near post covered for me. Well, he has to come up with a game plan. His side are struggling now.
Well, how about this? 4-3. Vinicius Junior. De Bruyne now. Rodrigo. Walker. Magnificent challenge to win it back.
Well, you can tell what the fans think of that decision. They're certain it should have been a penalty.
Maybe room here for the counter-attack. He could pick out a teammate, using all his defensive acumen to cut it out. Space for Real out wide. De Bruyne waiting. Not the most confident clearance. Rodrigo. This could level it. And it is the equaliser. Parity now. And who's to say what's going to happen next?
here's the replay. Watch how he goes past his man with such ease, and it's just a change of pace, while the movement in the box is equal to it. It's such good timing. What a goal. Well, that picture says it all. His team are back in the game now.
So making the substitution now. And level again here. This has been quite the roller coaster ride. Lopi. But he keeps going. Can he play it in? Just wasn't going to give that ball away. Dangerous ball. And the no-nonsense clearance. And that is that, half-time here in the Spanish capital. Well, there's a good reason why we're highlighting. So back underway here into the second half. An inability to keep hold of the ball there. Now, what can they produce on the flank? He has time to play it over. Teammate available. And you cannot argue with a hat-trick. Simply unstoppable today.
Well, let's look at this again. He's done superbly well to pick out a teammate here, and from there, he never looked like missing. That's a lovely goal.
De Bruyne. Here's Mbappe. It's a weighted pass. Can he open the door to a potential goal? Under real pressure here. What a genuine opportunity, but it was squandered. Goal kick. A lot of internet and newspaper talk about Newcastle United in the last few days. Well, we need to talk no more, or wonder about it no more, because the transfer's gone through.
Well, he's a great talent. Hopefully this move will see him play at his best week in, week out. It's a really good move for everybody.
Another La Liga treat in store for you soon on EA TV. It's Almeria against Alaves. De Bruyne, big chance to get them on terms. And it goes to square the game. What a contest this is turning out to be.
Well, as you can see, he hits this with so much power, but just look at the follow-through. So athletic. That's a dynamic strike.
So deciding to make a personnel change at this juncture. Well, for neutrals, this is a joy. 5-5. Mbarba. Luis Javier Suarez. They need to get tighter. Well, there was impending danger, but good defending. Rodrigo. Mbappe with it. No, high quality defending. And so 30 minutes left for play in this one. Well, a stylish moment. And players waiting at the far post. Not away completely. tidy defensive play. Rodri. Kevin De Bruyne. Well, it looked highly promising, but they got nothing out of it. He has teammates around him. Alex Centelles. He's got to score! Vigorous defending. Dion Lopi. Still passing it around with authority. And whipped into the box. Well, he failed to get it away properly. It should be! Oh, good work to deny the opportunity. Well, they've decided to make a change. They favoured a short one here. Can they take the lead? And a goal here! There it is! They've done it!
Well, as you can see, his movement is really good, which then makes the finish look easy. That's a decent goal, that's for sure. Well, he's got to make some changes now, just to get his side back in this game.
Well, if you enjoy high-scoring contests, this has been the game for you. Florian Wirtz. He's protecting it effectively. Alexander-Arnold. Rodrigo. Will he finish? He got a good palm on it. Robertone. And passing it well. Really fine piece of defending play to break us up. Kylian Mbappe. Well, breaking at pace is always a possibility. Alexander-Arnold. Rodrigo. Bellingham. And a goal to level it up late on here. Just look at the reaction.
Well, just look at his movement. He knows exactly how to find space, and it's also a tidy finish. That's a nice goal. Well, that picture says it all. His team are back in the game now.
Well, another equaliser. What a topsy-turvy game this has been. Mbarba. Luis Javier Suarez. Level pegging, but can they change that? And he's through here. Well, I'm not sure the keeper particularly wanted that, but danger averted for now. Rodrigo. Kylian Mbappe. Virgil van Dijk. De Bruyne now. Florian Wirtz. Really inventive stuff from Real here. And the cross comes to nothing. Dion Lopi. And a throw coming up after a really fine piece of tackling. And time for the change now. Robertone. Oh, what an opportunity. Can he convert? Oh, they've done it! They forged ahead, and it might be the goal that gives them victory. Well, totalling up all the stoppages, we'll have 2 additional minutes. Real Madrid attacking, and they have to give it a go with time not on their side. And they kick off here. And here's the starting 11 for Real Madrid. Kepa begins in goal. Rodri plays alongside Kevin De Bruyne in the centre of midfield. And it's an interesting looking attacking constellation with 3 forwards listed from the start. He's found a pocket of space. Fine cross into the middle. Disappointing for the player. Oh, such an elegant finish! How about that on the volley? A brilliant strike, whatever way you look at it.
Well, here's the replay, and just look how quickly they break forward once they win the ball back. And then just look at this finish, Derek. He does so well to read the bounce. Often you can send these into row Z, but he makes the perfect contact. Stunning goal, really.
Action underway once more. A wake-up call for the Real players, maybe. Can they find a response now? Florian Wirtz. De Bruyne. Alphonso Davies. So plenty of forward momentum from Real Madrid here. But timely defending when it mattered. Well, plenty of scope for them to attack. Excellent assessment of the situation at the back. De Bruyne. And danger averted. Well read. Exploiting the wide area. There's the cutback. And the keeper there to deal with it. Favouring the short one. And space available inside. Textbook defending inside the box. De Bruyne. Mbarba. Oh, good vision. And the flag does go up, offside. Walker. Florian Wirtz. Oh, no stopping him. Chance for the leveller. And that was goalkeeping right out of the top drawer.
It's absolutely remarkable. His reflexes were brilliant there.
And De Bruyne firing it over. Well, not the best clearance. Oh, that's fine defensive play. Right, we need an update from Alex Scott because there's been a goal, Alex. A real opening now. Chance still on. In it goes! Delighted. And this confrontation is underway. And the starting players for Real Madrid. Kepa stands between the posts. Rodri plays with Kevin De Bruyne in the centre of midfield. And as for the attack, well, it has a bold look about it with 3 forwards listed from the beginning.
Oh, he's through on goal here, Derek.
Oh, that's top-notch goalkeeping, you've got to say. And it crossed the touchline, so a throw in here. How about the cross? And he favours the inside route. It's there for him. And the keeper more than equal to it. Trying to pick out a teammate and dealt with it nicely. Well, beating his opponent. Still could put it away. It needs an accurate cross. Got to it easily, the keeper. Good movement. Guillaume Lopi. Well, pass after pass, maybe they can chisel an opportunity. Plenty of players waiting in the middle. Chance to put them in front. Strong hand on that one. Kevin De Bruyne. Kylian Mbappe. De Bruyne now. Wirtz. Vinicius. Must take the lead here. Oh, he's been denied. And they remain locked together.
Well, that's a good save, but really he should have scored from there. That's a big chance.
Put in by De Bruyne. Just the clearance that was needed. Can he convert? Oh, a smart stop. Corner kick played in. And a goal here! Well, it took a definite nick, and nothing the keeper could do about it whatsoever.
Well, here's the deflection. As you can see, you can't blame the goalkeeper. He was just wrong-footed there.
Back underway, and 1-0 it is. Let's see what happens next. Lopi. Oh, full marks for getting past him. Oh, he's through here. Nicely saved.
Well, still behind here, but only due to some incredible goalkeeping. Surely it's only a matter of time if they keep piling on the pressure like this.
Rodri. De Bruyne now. De Bruyne. This looks more than decent. Davies. And now Rodri has someone to play it to. Vinicius. Vinicius Junior. Magnificent challenge to win it back. News of a goal in the Villarreal game, and it comes from Alex Scott.
It's a goal for Mallorca.
He just needs to keep a cool head. And it's got to be. And a goal! Real excitement here, the equaliser.
Well, here it is again, and it's all about the pace in transition. They're so quick to get out from the back, and when he gets onto it, he decides to go for power. It's a really emphatic finish, which gives the keeper no chance. Well, you can see his frustration. They've just lost their focus here.
So underway again, following the goal that made things level. Well, as you'll have noticed, we had to cut Alex a bit short just then. For clarification, Mallorca have scored in that game, and the match is level at 1-1. William Saliba. The ball with Rodri. What can Real do from this position? A disappointing end to the move. A real opening now. Can he convert? And you've just witnessed a moment of truly high-class goalkeeping.
You're absolutely right. What a save that is. He's reacted so quickly.
It's a short one. The cut back. Crucial piece of defending. Kylian Mbappe. This might be the perfect counter-attacking opportunity. Really sitting deep now. That could be problematic. The crowd encouraging him to take it on. And a goal it is! There was almost an inevitability about that. And now they've got work to do.
Well, here we can see it again, and he does so well to skip beyond the defender. It just buys him that bit of time to get his shot away. That's a really nice goal. Well, he can't control his delight, can he? It's a wonderful moment for his team.
They've decided that now is the time to go to the bench. So there we have it, 2-1. It's with Romero. Well, inching towards half-time, Real Madrid hold the advantage. Stuart, what strikes you about their performance so far?
Well, it's been a lively first half, hasn't it? Both sides have looked dangerous, but I think they do have a bit more guile in the top third of the pitch, and that's been key to them leading at the moment.
Well, he's been ruled offside. Edgar, and he's made headway. Is it going to be? It's still alive. And he did what he had to do defensively. A danger here as he runs at them. The cross is on. Not messing around with that clearance. And so it is, the first half story has been written. Second half excitement to come, we hope, here at the Bernabeu. He's in behind. Oh, that is an outrageously good stop.
Well, great reflexes from the keeper. He did brilliantly there.
Plenty of support here. Alex Centelles. How about the cross? Takes the shot. Oh, keeper dealt with it. Now sending it in. And he's done well to tip it over the bar. They'll repeat the trick. Corner again. Not the best clearance. And the shot? Well, not a million miles away from the equaliser.
Well, he couldn't quite get it on target, but at least they're making chances now.
Rodri. And now Rodrigo. Well, we have a mouth-watering tussle from La Liga coming up for you here on EA TV. It's Almeria against Alaves. And he's in. And he's done it! Parity again! A magnificent game unfolding.
Well, here it is again, and the way they've been playing, that was always going to happen. They've certainly been piling on the pressure here.
Now they're going to alter things. Here's the substitution. It certainly wasn't a clean tackle, and the referee has got to book him, I think. And he does produce the yellow card.
Yeah, and it certainly deserved a yellow. It's a poor challenge, you have to say.
A really good pass. Well, clattered away. "30 minutes left for play." Florian Wirtz. Rodrigo. They keep plugging away. Alexander-Arnold pulls it back. Alexander-Arnold could go ahead and saved by the keeper.
Well, they've been frustrated for quite a while now, but these fans have suddenly come to life.
Playing it in, still not clear. Well, they can keep possession of it now. Well, they might be able to launch a counter-attack. He's in here. Oh, superb save. Massive credit to the keeper.
Well, he's so hard to beat in these situations. It's brilliant goalkeeping.
They will now make use of their substitutes bench. Another short corner here. Robertone. Vinicius Junior. The ball with Rodri. Rodrigo. Alexander-Arnold. On to Valverde. Rodrigo. Mbappe. Very quick thinking there. Right, I think we better send it over to Alex Scott because I'm hearing there's been a goal in the Villarreal game, Alex.
Yeah, another goal for Villarreal. It was an early cross which found him in acres of space, and it was a beautiful headed finish. They've pulled one back with 73 minutes played.
Thanks as always to Alex Scott. Mbappe. Oh, the threat is there. And a goal it is to put them in front again. No less than they deserve.
Well, let's look at this again, Derek, because the transition when the ball changes hands is so quick. And that's a top-class finish from Mbappe. He hits that with such control. That's a brilliant goal.
Well, a dramatic moment near the end, and that might well be the decider. Robertoni. Well, the defenders know they need to get tighter. Can't really allow runs like that. Mbarba. And possibilities here. Options in the centre. Well, not away properly. Edgar. And he's through here. How about this for drama? All even once more. Astonishing.
Well, you have to ask, where's the defending? The keeper is completely exposed, but he still had to finish it, and he did it really well. It's a good goal.
Vinicius Junior. 5 minutes of the 90 still to go. And the team, can they forge ahead? No! And all because of the goalkeeper. Margins, margins.
Well, he has done well there, but he should have won the game. They probably won't get another chance now. Well, the fans are making so much noise here. They believe the winner's coming, but it needs a moment of inspiration for one of those players out on the pitch.
The referee spotted the infringement, and it will be a free kick in a position of genuine menace. Didn't have the trajectory necessary to get it beyond the wall. With time running out, a corner to Real Madrid. No trouble at all as far as the keeper was concerned. Well, if you're wondering about added time, 2 minutes it'll be. And he might be through here. The danger not over. Real chance. Well, the keeper making sure that was pushed well away from danger. Will this corner bear fruit for them? Delivering it. Well, not cleared away completely. Plays it back. So the final whistle, even Steven in the end, a drawn match here. What did you think of Real Madrid's performance?
Well, Derek, they are normally the better.
And the match is underway. And here's the starting 11 for Real Madrid. Kepa begins in goal. Rodri plays alongside Kevin De Bruyne in the centre of midfield. And it's an interesting looking attacking constellation.
Oh, Derek, big chance here.
There it is, and just the ideal start. And the ball moving again. What sort of response will we see from them now? Edgar. This looks interesting. Good idea. Well, it's a very attractive passing sequence. Could be. Terrific piece of anticipation. He's driven in the corner. Well, getting a strong fist on the ball. Loves to cut in from the wide areas. Now this could be productive, but stout defending when it mattered. Rodrigo. Walker. Well, good run this. Now what can he do with it? Well, nothing comes of it. It looked promising. And crossed in there. Well, that was never likely to trouble the keeper. Plenty of support here. Can he make it count? A smart stop here. So the corner played into the box, but no one latched onto it. Alphonso Davies. And a change to the scoreline at the Estadio de la Ceramica. Alex, what has happened?
Yeah, it's a goal for Villarreal. You could see he knew what he wanted to do as he stepped up to take that free kick because it was executed superbly. It's now 1-0 with 19 minutes played.
Thanks as always, Alex. Oh, he's left his marker for dead. Kylian Mbappe. And the post getting in the way. Walker. Mbappe. Back with Walker. Pulls it back. Rodri. Able to skip past his man. Well, the fans really want him to shoot. And did just enough defensively. Corner to Real as they try to press home their advantage. And there's the delivery. And problem solved for now. De Bruyne. Vinicius. And a goal it is for Real Madrid. They are on a victory course.
Well, here's the replay, and it has been coming. They've played some great football in this game, and they fully deserve this goal.
So 2-0 now. Now Romero with it. And a chance for him on the flank. Really bright looking attack. Might be dangerous. Not showing good patience. Well, they were very patient, but they no longer have the ball. Chance maybe to use their counter-attacking ability to good effect. And he's in. In position. A goal! And it's very much game on here.
Well, here it is again, and credit to the goal scorer, but you have to ask questions of the keeper. He's got to have that near post covered for me. No wonder he's frustrated with himself.
Well, underway again. It's a narrow 2-1 lead as things stand. Rodri. De Bruyne now. Given away by Real Madrid. Well, breaking at pace is always a possibility. Could play it in. Well, all doing their bit to keep them out. Rodrigo. Walker. And now Rodrigo. Real in a good position out wide. Real chance. And you cannot argue with a hat-trick. Simply unstoppable today.
Well, as we can see again, this is such a good cross from Walker, and then the finish is fairly simple in the end. That's a good goal. Well, he looks really pleased, doesn't he? His side have been really good today.
So there it is, 3-1 the current scoreline here. Romero in possession. Useful looking position, you've got to say. Oh, he's through here. And he scored not once but twice. They simply cannot stop him. And no wonder he's enjoying himself.
Well, here it is, 1v1 against the keeper, and the outcome was never really in doubt. He never looked like missing that. Well, you can see the frustration in his face. His team have just switched off here.
Well, back underway, and a glut of goals here. 3-2. De Bruyne. Rodri. And now Rodrigo. And we will have just one additional minute. Rodrigo. Great opportunity. Looked like a certain goal, but that's a great challenge. And there it is, the half-time whistle. This man will get most of the plaudits for his contribution up to this point. Into the second half then, here at the Bernabeu. Oh, great play. Now he must favour the cross. Not out of the woods yet. Well, still an issue here. Edgar. Well, able to close down the shot. And will it be the leveller? Well, you have to say, he's going to be very cross with himself.
He'll certainly be disappointed with that. That was a poor effort.
Well, Real Madrid are going to make the change now. Rudiger. The ball with Rodri. Well, we have a mouth-watering tussle from La Liga coming up for you here on EA TV. It's Almeria against Alaves.
That looks a really entertaining game. Two good teams with two excellent coaches. I can't wait for that one to come round.
Oh, they could be in here, Stuart. And it's in! Real Madrid firmly in charge here.
Well, here we can see it again. He's shown outstanding vision to find the perfect cutback, and the movement is good, making for a comfortable finish. It's a really great goal.
So the current scoreline 4-2. Mbarba. Lopi. He has time to play it over. Cuts it back. Oh, magnificent save!
Well, he's just pulled off a great save there. What reaction from the goalkeeper that was.
Substitution for Real Madrid. Going short. Angles it back. Oh, really close with that effort. Kevin De Bruyne. And here's Saliba. Rodri. Kimmich. Now with Rodrigo. Can they create something? And defending as a unit. Now, maybe room here for the counter-attack. He could pick out a teammate. And he's only gone and made it a hat-trick. Absolutely unplayable today. What a performance.
Well, here's the replay. It all starts with the delivery into the box. Just begging someone to get on the end of it. And it's a comfortable finish in the end, which is made to look so easy. It's a lovely goal.
Valverde. Florian Wirtz. Good use of the ball, but can they trouble the defence? Oh, managing to beat him. Being egged on by the crowd. And it goes! That will greatly help the cause. Now they only need to keep concentration levels high.
Well, here we can see it again. Look at the way he glides past the defender to create space for himself. And then the shot is emphatic. He strikes it with such power, the keeper has no time to react. What a good finish.
Not a scoreline we see all that often. 5-3. Edgar. Alex Centelles. News coming through of a goal in the Villarreal game. Alex Scott has the information for us.
Yeah, another goal for Villarreal. They're back in this now.
Sorry, Alex, could be a goal here. And a goal here. There it is. They've done it.
Well, here it is. Head down, hit through the ball and get it on target. That's a top-class finish. There was no stopping that.
Well, for understandable reasons in this case, we had to cut off Alex. To clarify, Villarreal did find the net in that game, and they hold the aces presently, leading 2-1. Rodrigo. Now Kimmich. Quite possibly a yellow card as the flow was stopped. Well, the referee has taken note of his name and number.
Well, I think he can count himself a bit unlucky there, but it was certainly a foul.
Played towards the back post, and the danger's still on. Marvellous anticipation. Racing forward, trying to catch them out. Edgar. How about the cross? Crossed accurately towards the far post, but into the keeper's gloves.
Bisa, bro.
10 minutes left for play. Alex Centelles. Dion Lopi. Plenty of support here on the attack in the closing phase. But it fizzles out thanks to that piece of defending.
Well, Real are nearly there now. The fans know it too. Just listen to the noise inside this stadium.
Mendy. Able to skip past his man. Mbappe! Oh, it's in! And that might be the goal that clinches it for them. No looking back now, surely.
Well, here it is again. It was a good finish, but the keeper has to do better at his near post. He was beaten far too easily on that occasion.
Well, if you enjoy high-scoring contests, this has been the game for you. Edgar. Now he must favour the cross. Nicely cut out. William Saliba. And we will have a couple of additional minutes at the end here. Vinicius Junior. Mbappe. Oh, he looks threatening. Mbappe! There it is! Victory more or less guaranteed now.
Well, this is worth watching again. Mbappe beats the challenge with such ease, and all you can do is admire the finish by Mbappe. He hits the ball so cleanly, it's a fantastic strike.
And the referee says that will do it. It's the end of the game, and it's a victory for Real Madrid. Their fans are going to be happy with this.
Well, it was a very assured performance, wasn't it? I was particularly impressed with their play going forward. Really lively, almost cut.
Le agradecemos su atención, así como que haya aceptado contestar a estas preguntas. Gracias de nuevo por su tiempo.
Sabar ya, energi dulu bro. I don't know what I'm doing. Anjay, biar dijual Mobo. Astaga, astaga, astaga. I don't know what
A glittering and meaningful occasion, and all week long the football chatter has centred around this game and these talented teams. Which one will outwit the other in a stadium? A wet night it is in this region of Spain. We're at the Estadio de la Cerámica. I'm Derek Ray, perched here on the commentary gantry, and sitting alongside me to provide expert analysis is Stuart Robson. And what we have coming up for you is action from the round of 16. It's Villarreal B taking on Real Madrid.
Yes, cheers, Derek. Well, what an occasion it is for this club and its supporters. These are the games that they dream of. No doubting they're the underdogs, but if they can frustrate their opponents, stay in the game up until half-time, you just never know. Hopefully we get a great cut tie and maybe even a massive surprise.
And let's dissect the Real Madrid side. Kepa is the goalkeeper. Rodri plays with Kevin De Bruyne in the centre of midfield. And it's an interesting looking attacking constellation with 3 forwards listed from the start. And struggling to get the shot off. And a fine stop to turn the ball away. A world-class talent. That would be a good description for Vinicius Junior. What might we see from him today?
Well, it's his ability with the ball at his feet that makes him such a good player. He can go past defenders with ease, he can play in tight areas, and he has that bit of trickery as well. I'm really looking forward to seeing him play today.
Incisive pass from Mbappe. But how well he did to react in that manner. It's looking promising. Pretty straightforward for the keeper. Real Madrid doing well to regain possession here. De Bruyne has support. They could nudge in front. And a goal to open the scoring. No wonder they're celebrating.
Well, here it is again, and credit to the goal scorer, but you have to ask questions of the keeper. He's got to have that near post covered for me. No wonder he's frustrated with himself. Well, he knows that could prove to be a massive goal. Just look at his reaction.
So underway again here. 1-0 the score. Running with the ball confidently. Body on the line. Walker. Rodrigo. The ball with Rodri. De Bruyne. He's in with a chance. A goal! That's 2 for him today. They simply can't stop him. No wonder he's celebrating.
Well, here's the replay, and you see it was a good finish. But the keeper at his near post has to do a lot better. He's got to have that near post covered for me.
So the ball rolling again. 2-0 the score. Could play it in. Textbook defending inside the box. Rodri. And now Rodrigo. De Bruyne. Rodrigo. Rodrigo. Walker. Well, it looked so promising, but a goal kicked the outcome. And he takes it away. De Bruyne. Mbappe. Here's Vinicius Junior. Very effective pass. Might it be Mbappe? And defending as a unit. Breaking at pace. And in with a real chance. Can he find the net? In it goes! To alter the arithmetic and give them hope that they can turn this round.
Well, here's the replay, and just look how quickly they break forward once they win the ball back. And his movement's so clever. Once he gets onto it, there's only one thought in his head. Smash it as hard as possible. What a good goal.
So back underway. Intriguing contest this, given the 2-1 scoreline. Rodrigo. De Bruyne now. Very alert defending to cut off the supply. Oh, he's through here. Oh, tremendous reflex action there from the keeper.
Well, he didn't have long to react, did he? But that's a top-class save, I have to say.
Playing it in. Not the most confident clearance. This looks more than decent. Crucial piece of defending. Walker. Florian Wirtz. Walker now. Wirtz. And just 1 minute of time added on for stoppages. This could be the equaliser. And with that, the first half action is over. It's half-time here at the Estadio de la Ceramica. Second half underway, with Real looking to build upon a positive first half showing. And teammates around him. And he's through here. Well, there it is. Real resilience for you, having been 2 goals down.
Well, here's the replay. Watch how he goes past his man with such ease, and it's just a change of pace. And once he gets onto it, he just smashes it past the keeper with great technique. What an emphatic finish that is.
So a personnel change then. So back underway, dead level, 2-2. Rodri. And now Rodrigo. Florian Wirtz. De Bruyne. Promising sequence. Opportunity to deliver the cross. Rodri! Well, actually pretty easy for the goalkeeper in the end. And he stopped them in their tracks. Rodrigo. Now with Vinicius Junior. Are they going to forge ahead? And there is the goal to make it a hat-trick. Excellence in finishing, there for all to see.
Well, here it is again, and they've taken their goal well, but the defending was non-existent. That should never happen. Well, just look at his reaction. That could prove to be a massive goal for his team.
So deciding to make a personnel change at this juncture. Well, the game has been restarted. 3-2 here. Rodri. "30 minutes to go then. Mbappe. Rodri. Alexander-Arnold. This attack looks highly promising. Chance here. And a very good challenge. Well, we wondered if this deal was going to be done. In fact, it has now been done, Stuart.
Well, the reported fee of around £35 million represents a really good deal for them. He's talented,
Oh,
yes.
Stuart, opportunity here. In it goes. That will greatly help their cause. Now they only need to keep concentration levels high.
Well, it's great awareness of space in the box, and then he shows a lot of composure with the finish. That's a clever goal. Well, no wonder he's delighted. They're bossing the game now.
So the current scoreline, 4-2. Well, more live La Liga action for you to look forward to here on EA TV. It's Real Madrid, and they'll be up against Las Palmas. Moving the ball nicely, looking for that final pass. But then the one that fails to hit its target. Almost the chance they could get caught out on the break here. And they know they need to stop him. Still looking for space. He's protecting it well. Well, shielding the ball admirably. Well, this is better, but they need to make the pressure count now. And Real doing well to win it back. Bellingham. Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold. And Bellingham. And still trying to get the shot off. Oh, a fine block. Breaking at pace. A sloppy pass. Alphonso Davies. Mbappe with it. Davies. Oh, good work by the keeper. Well, he's gone back and shown him a yellow card, Stuart.
Well, that was a poor challenge. The referee wasn't going to forget that, was he?
And time for the change now. Kevin De Bruyne with the corner. It hasn't come to very much. Kevin De Bruyne. Wirtz. Very alert defending to cut off the supply. Good weight on that pass. It's a corner. Substitution then. Let's see how it affects the match. So the corner played into the box. That's very decisive goalkeeping. Well, using the space really well. But now can they push on? But they took care of the situation defensively. Now, counter-attacking possibilities here. And threaded through by Mbappe. Bellingham! Oh, magical piece of goalkeeping.
Well, he's just pulled off a great save there. Such good reactions. It really is.
And De Bruyne firing it over. And with that, the referee makes it 100% official. Words we have uttered on countless occasions in the past. Real Madrid progress.
Well, that was an excellent game, and they were brilliant going forward. They really were. But they were slow to react when they lost possession, and that's something they need to improve upon in the next round.
Well, he often cuts the figure of a thinking person's footballer. And Stuart, he's thought his way throughout this match.
Well, that performance sums him up, really. You're never disappointed with what he gives you. Such a good player.
Antes de nada, me gustaría darle las gracias por molestarse en responder estas preguntas. Gracias por las respuestas.
A city alive with the spirit of excitement and a stadium brimming with anticipation. The build-up has been intense, and now we just can't wait for it all to be...
And hello from the Canary Islands. This is the scene here at the Estadio de Gran Canaria. My name is Derek Ray, and I'm joined for commentary by the former Arsenal and West Ham player Stuart Robson. And coming up, pulsating action from La Liga EA Sports. It is Las Palmas, and they take on Real Madrid. Oh, big chance! And a goal! Not wasting much time today. They strike first.
Well, here's the replay, and just look how quickly they break forward once they win the ball back. And his movement's so clever. Once he gets onto it, there's only one thought in his head: smash it as hard as possible. What a good goal. Well, just look at his reaction. That could prove to be a massive goal for his team.
And the ball moving again. What sort of response will we see from them now? Loyodis. Trying to open up the defence. Oh, surely! Full marks to the keeper.
Well, what a reaction from the goalkeeper. Such a good save in the end. Well, the crowd know that set pieces could be their best chance. Just listen to that reaction.
But he's gone short with it. Munir. And quick thinking defensively. Mbappe. Really inventive stuff from Real here. Kimmich. Brilliantly blocked. Well, credit for the challenge, but they cannot drop their guard. It's a corner. The corner from Kimmich. Well, nearly shaving the post with that header. Kimmich. Rodrigo. On to Walker. Oh, fine stop. And played in by Kimmich. Could still be dangerous. Kimmich. Well read to put an end to that attack. Wants to attack from the wide areas. A real opening now. Oh, that's textbook goalkeeping. Who can he pick out? Well, it has come to nothing. Daily Sinkgrafen. Can he put it away? And a goal! Real excitement here, the equaliser.
Well, just look at this again. He moves the ball quickly, he gets beyond his marker and he keeps his composure. It's an excellent finish. Well, he can't believe it and you can sense his annoyance. They need to start playing again here.
So in business once more on the back of that very important equaliser. 1-1. Rodrigo. Mendy. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. And decent acreage for Real Madrid to run into. Kimmich. Will it lead to the goal that puts them ahead? And there is the goal to re-establish their advantage.
Well, here's the replay. He's done well to get his head up, pick out a teammate, and Mbappe's movement and penalty box awareness makes that finish look easy. That's a really good goal.
And the ball is moving again. Anyone's guess how this is going to finish. 2-1 currently. Munir. Rudiger has it. It's with Courtois. Moving into the advanced position. Trying to find the right angle of attack. Munir. He cuts it back. This could be the equaliser. And a goal! An end-to-end game, and they weren't behind for long. And it's level again here. Both sets of fans being put through something of an emotional mangle. Vinicius Junior. And now Rodrigo. Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. Can he do it to take the lead? And it's a double for him in this game. No way for the opposition to contain him. And no wonder he's off celebrating.
Well, just look at the defending here. The keeper is left totally exposed. It's an easy goal in the end, but well taken.
On with the game then. 3-2. What will happen next? Herzog. Mbappe. Back with Alexander-Arnold. Can they convert? And there it is! 2 goals in a matter of minutes! Incredible stuff!
Well, let's look at this again. He's done superbly well to pick out a teammate here, and it makes the striker's job so easy. All he has to do is make the right connection. It's a lovely goal. Well, that's just what he wanted. He has to be happy with this performance. They've been good today.
So the current scoreline, 4-2. Sinkgrafen. And he's broken free. Oh, tremendous save.
Well, I have to say, that's a magnificent piece of goalkeeping. That's a great stop. Well, this has to be their way back into the game. The crowd are certainly playing their part.
Short corner it is. Really fine piece of defending play to break us up. Rudiger. Van Dijk with it. Rodrigo. Jude Bellingham. And now Rodrigo. Back to Mbappe. Could be. And this time it's in. Fabulous goal. And just look at the celebrations.
Well, first of all, where's the defending? They're all over the place. But give him some credit. That's a good finish. Great composure.
Well, on they go again, and Real very much in control. Well, there it is. Time is up as far as the first half is concerned here at the Estadio de Gran Canaria. Underway in the second half. And after such a lopsided first 45 minutes, is it possible to think they could turn this around? Vinicius Junior. Return to Mbappe. Well, the attack carried an initial threat, but fizzled out. This might be ideal for the counter. Loyodis. Feeding it through. And a goal this time. Applying the finishing touch. Just what the doctor ordered.
Well, just look at the setup here. It's such a clever back heel. And then what a strike. That's hit with such ferocity. Certainly no stopping that. That's a great goal.
Not a scoreline we see all that often. 5-3. Vinicius Junior. And Campagna. There to win it back. Well, many have wondered if they would get it over the line in terms of the deal. They've succeeded, Stuart.
Well, he's a great talent. Hopefully this move will see him play at his best week in, week out. It's a really good move for everybody.
Valverde. Opportunity here. Oh, it's narrowly wide. So unlucky. And with play stopped, they will make the change now. Fotis Ioannidis. Daily Sinkgrafen. And space here on the flank. Well, nothing comes of it. It looked promising. Rodrigo. Just have to make sure they don't get caught on the counter-attack. And Bellingham. Good strength to keep the ball. Chance to play it in. Kimmich. Return to Alexander-Arnold. Kimmich. And on to Bellingham. Well, pass after pass. Maybe they can chisel an opportunity. Fine run from Mbappe. Alexander-Arnold. Bellingham! Oh, that surely had to go in, but marvellous defending. Well, they are committed to making the substitution here. Joshua Kimmich with the corner. Well, did his job defensively. Now the cutback. No way through. And efficient defending. Trent Alexander-Arnold. And teammates around him. And the ruling is offside here. That's a good-looking ball. And a goal! He's put it away! A celebratory moment!
Well, as you can see from the replay, it's the perfect through ball from Vinny, and from there, he never looked like missing. That's a lovely goal.
And Real come away with it. Vinicius Junior. And the assistant referee has raised his flag. Offside. That's a good pass.
Well, these fans are making for the exits now. Their team have been totally outplayed today.
Cutting it back. Will he finish? And a goal to delight the fans. Just what they were hoping for. Neither side shy about shooting in this match. Rodrigo. Alexander-Arnold. Rodrigo. Here's Vinicius Junior. And Bellingham. Kylian Mbappe. A goal! How about that? He's put it away to make it a hat-trick. Well, no stopping him. Sandro. Loyodis. He'll be breathing a sigh of relief. Ball one. Well, Real Madrid fans have enjoyed this. A dominant performance, you've got to say, Stuart.
Well, the result has never really been in doubt, has it? They've created so many chances with some brilliant
wait,
attacking...
Stuart, they might score. And the goalkeeper has outdone himself with that save. And they will make the change now. Played over. Sloppy in possession from Real. 5 minutes to go. And he could cash in. The net is staring him in the face. Full marks to the keeper.
Well, what a reaction from the goalkeeper. Such a good save in the end.
Well, I think it's fair to say the pressure from the defender put him off a bit. Rodrigo. Mbappe with it. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Able to skip past his man. That's not a bad ball. Thumped clear. So 2 minutes to be added on at the end. And support available. He's in behind. Can he finish? Well, they pulled one back, but perhaps a bit too late in this contest. They haven't been at the races this evening. Mbappe. And that is that, the end of the game. It goes into the books as a win.
En primer lugar, muchas gracias por dedicar parte de su tiempo a contestar estas preguntas. De nuevo, gracias por su tiempo.